The guys in Philly like to talk about the process an awful lot. Me, I'd rather talk about the results.
The guys in Philly like to talk about the process an awful lot. Me, I'd rather talk about the results.
You know, we didn't start the game well. I think we were being kind of lazy.
And man, just to be back on this NBA floor is a blessing. And you know, to be in a Bucks uniform, man, it feels like, you know, when I first got drafted.
The Bucks have done all they can do in terms of firing coaches, bringing players back, adding guys, and they still seem to be sinking slowly to the bottom of the Eastern Conference table.
I feel the mood is now actually worse than it was just before Kidd was fired.
Hubie Brown sounded irritated with the Bucks at different times of the game.
Why aren't the Bucks better with Giannis?
I don't think it's all on him.
He has to make them better. He's already made himself better. 27 and a half, 10.5, a little less than 5 assists per game.
Are you still like that?
Persistent in life? I think yes. Like I'm going to do something until I get it right.
After that 60 Minutes piece, they had 1,400 tickets sold in the 36 hours after for the Clippers game.
Wow.
Like 22 million people saw it. Giannis went to this whole other level of fame.
Keep it away from Bledsoe. And it's intercepted by Murray. He shoots the three.
Kind of just running in circles about like what's wrong with this team. Do they care enough? The Magic were on the second night of a back-to-back, and they got into Orlando at like 2:40 a.m. They beat the Bucks.
Bucks have something to play for, Nets don't, and it doesn't matter because Bucks gonna buck. How much better is Jabari really gonna be on this team with these other pieces than Michael Beasley?
Really just sloppy, indifferent, crappy body language. You know, when something doesn't go his way, he just sort of stops and doesn't get back on defense. And I mean, not that that's like super new.
And it's just the same answer. It's the simple Occam's razor. Is that Occam's razor, right? The simplest answer is often the best answer.
Can this version of Jabari Parker play more than 10 minutes in a playoff game?
All of it. You know, defensively, you can start with not getting back. You can start with not contesting threes. You can cutters, losing vision on cutters. And the list is pretty long.
I don't know what that was. I mean, that was not a basketball effort they put out. I mean, I don't know. It was embarrassing.
With energy and effort.
Coach, this isn't right, what they're about to do, but they're going to let you go.
The Bucks are not as good as they should be. Why aren't they as good as they should be? Not as good as they should be because they don't play defense well.
Who's the GM? What does he do basketball-wise? I know it's John Horst.
I think his name is Wesley Edens.
Kidd replied to that. I had a feeling that was going to take place.
The timing of this and the professional way of how they did this was trash.
The Bucks' future, is that a good job or a great job?
He did not back.
Now, Jay Kidd, I don't get this.
I just don't know where anybody had these expectations of Milwaukee.
There may only be 2 black coaches in the National Basketball Association.
The interesting thing Jay Kidd says is, don't worry about it, what is done, but just tell the truth. Tell the truth about what? There's nothing you can do. All you can do is tell the truth.
So I don't think Jason should have been fired.
You don't mistreat Jason Kidd.
Guard was tased and arrested. He was cited for illegally parking in a handicapped spot.
41 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks in 33 minutes.
Antetokounmpo spinning, lays it in, with just under 2 seconds remaining.
Gary Wolfel, you know, sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong.
Kind of turns his back on the play, sits in the corner, and then as he's doing that, fiery Joe Prunty, not positive Joe Prunty.
Smoking Joe Prunty, and this is like, it's a bit of a refrain. You play against a good defensive team, a pretty good playoff team. where's Chris Middleton?
Yeah.
He's not giving you enough.
Doesn't count. JV puts it on the deck, goes in, slams it, throws it. Shot.
Quite a while, being down on this team or down on this team's future is insane to me when you think of what the Milwaukee Bucks have looked like for the best part of 2 decades.
And you know what, too? They just got Shabazz Muhammad.
To understand that you have to work twice as hard because we have some very talented teams in this league. There's 48 minutes in a game. There's 82 games to be played. It will all balance itself out.
So remember after Paul George got traded and Jimmy Butler got traded and everyone decided the Eastern Conference was such a foregone conclusion?
Giannis ooping the alley.
It just got even more so with the Suns trading Eric Bledsoe to the Bucks. Phoenix gets back Greg Monroe and a couple picks, including one protected first rounder. Still, the real story is the Bucks and just how tantalizing their new lineup is.
They're trying to get better. They're trying to learn how to win. There's no more learning how to win. There's just winning and then failure.
Yep.
Those are the only options that are available because the Bucks have a superstar and the Bucks have a collection of more than capable players that are around him.
Asking the same question. Is Thon an NBA player?
Rotations, they were playing Gary Payton and DeAndre Liggins together, neither of whom can shoot a 3.
Bucks had high expectations for themselves and by others as the season started. They've now lost 3 of 4. Things are getting a little rocky. It looks like it's getting to their star player.
Each scored 20 or more. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Chris Middleton in particular was 5 of 13 in this one, and they need to just stop ISOing him. And same thing with Thon. They, I think, would do so much better if they just said, all right, Thon and Chris Middleton, when Thon is in the game, you guys are just standing at the 3-point line.
Middleton. In for Giannis. Giannis and one in their midst. Let's see. Giannis out of the Kumbo. Oh my goodness. Plays like an angel every night. That's 9/10 remaining.
Respect Jason for everything he's done for this franchise. He led a tremendous turnaround of the franchise in his first year. He had multiple playoff appearances in the time he was here, and we're very thankful for what he's done. And if something's inevitable, why wait?
Concerns with that, a big guy like him maybe not having as high of rebound numbers as you would expect?
He fits. We don't rebound the ball.
The Milwaukee Bucks, 600, plus 600 to win the Central, 66 to 1 to win the title.
How many wins have you the Bucks at?
45.
I have them in like the 44 to 45 range, not 48.
I have the Bucks clinching home court and doing so with 47 wins.
In 48 to 49 games.
45 or 46 wins.
Everybody's on the same page.
When you look at championship teams, they keep the core, they keep the coach.
Alley-oop coming up. Look at how high he jumps. Keep pushing him. Nice feet ahead. It's a Kupo soars and scores. Giannis up to McCollum. And a piece of his jersey. No whistle. Take away. Giannis from Brandon. Giannis and Kupo has 44 and the lead at 4 out of 110. Brogdon and Henson. Nurkic. Give me that. Giannis beating it X away. Beating it up.
It's special. Moving forward, I think that motivates me on a daily basis. Just playing hard, playing for my family, and especially playing for my dad because he loved to see us play.